You make decent money, maybe 40, 50, 60,000 a year. Some of you make way more. So why are you still broke? Why does every month end the same way? Checking your account, doing that little prayer before the balance loads, hoping there's enough for rent. You don't have a gambling problem. You don't have a drug habit. You're not buying Ferraris, but somehow the money just vanishes. Today I'm going to show you exactly where it goes, and I promise you, you're not going to like what you see. Let me tell you about a guy I know. We'll call him Mike. Mike makes $55,000 a year. Not rich, but not poor either. Solid middle class. Mike cannot figure out why he's always broke. So one day I made him write down every single thing he spent money on for 30 days. Every single thing. Here's what we found. Netflix, $15. Spotify, $11. Disney Plus, $8. HBO Max, $16. Amazon Prime, $15. He had subscriptions to 7 different streaming services. 7. You want to know how many he actually used? 2. That's $85 a month for entertainment he's not even consuming. $1,020 a year, gone. For nothing. But wait, it gets better. DoorDash, 4 times a week. Average order, $28. Now he lives 10 minutes from every restaurant he orders from, but he pays $28 for a $12 burrito because he's too lazy to drive. That's $112 a week, $448 a month, $5,376 a year on overpriced delivery fees and cold food. Then there's the gym membership he hasn't used in 8 months, the car wash subscription for a car he washes twice a year, the insurance he's paying for that he doesn't understand and probably doesn't need all of. But here's the real killer. Coffee, $6 every morning. Starbucks. It's just coffee, he says. It's not a big deal. $6 times 5 days a week is $30. $30 a week is $120 a month. $120 a month is $1,440 a year. For coffee, you could make it home for 20 cents. Add it all up. Subscriptions, delivery, impulse purchases, convenience fees. Mike was spending over $8,000 a year on stuff that gave him zero value, and he had no idea. Now you're probably thinking, okay, but I'm not Mike. I'm smarter than that. Really, pull out your bank statement right now. Go to the last 30 days. Look at every charge under $20. I'll wait. You see it now, don't you? That app you forgot you had. That trial that auto-renewed. That one-time purchase you make every week. This is called the latte factor. And it's not about lattes. It's about the 1,000 tiny cuts that bleed you dry without you noticing. But here's what nobody talks about. It's designed this way. Companies have spent billions figuring out how to make you spend money without feeling it. They make it frictionless. One click, auto-renew, free trial that requires your card. They know you won't remember to cancel. They know you'll think it's only $10. They're counting on it, and you're falling for it every single month. But the subscriptions aren't even the worst part. The worst part is what I call lifestyle inflation. You got a raise last year, right? Maybe $3,000 more a year, $250 a month. Where did it go? You upgraded your apartment. You got a nicer car. You started eating out more. You convinced yourself you deserved it. And now you're making more money than ever, and you're still broke. Because every time your income goes up, your expenses go up faster. You're on a treadmill that speeds up every time you start catching your breath. Here's the uncomfortable truth. You don't have a money problem. You have a discipline problem. You make enough money. You just spend it on garbage, on convenience, on comfort, on things that make you feel rich for 5 minutes. And then you wonder why you can't save, why you can't invest, why you're living paycheck to paycheck on a salary that should have you comfortable. It's because you're choosing temporary comfort over permanent freedom. All right, enough pain. Let me show you how to fix this. Step 1, the subscription purge. Tonight, you're going to go through every subscription you have, every single one. If you haven't used it in the last 30 days, cancel it. But what if I need it later? Then you'll resubscribe later. Most of these services let you cancel and come back anytime. Stop paying for optionality. Step 2, the 48-hour rule. If you want to buy something that's not a necessity, wait 48 hours. Put it in your cart. Close the tab. Come back in 2 days. You know what happens? 90% of the time, you won't want it anymore. That need was just a dopamine impulse. Step 3, automate your savings. The day you get paid, 20% goes into a savings account you don't touch. Automatic transfer. No thinking, no choosing. But I can't afford to save 20%. Yes, you can. You just don't want to give up the DoorDash and the Starbucks. Here's the thing. If you automate the savings first, you'll adjust your spending to what's left. You always spend what you see, so stop seeing all of it. Step 4, kill convenience culture. Make your coffee at home. Pick up your own food, wash your own car. But my time is valuable, is it though? Because you're not using that saved time to build anything. You're using it to scroll TikTok. So no, your time is not more valuable than $15 in delivery fees. And here's the final one, the one that actually matters. Step 5, change your identity. You're not bad with money. You're not just a spender. You've just been making bad decisions repeatedly until they became your default. Decide right now, I am someone who is good with money. Say it out loud, write it down, because every spending decision is a vote for the type of person you are. Every time you skip the expensive coffee, you're voting, I'm disciplined. Every time you cancel a subscription, you're voting, I'm intentional. Eventually the votes add up, and you become that person. 6 months ago, Mike was broke. Today he has $12,000 in savings. Same job, same salary. The only thing that changed was he stopped lying to himself about where his money was going. You don't need to make more money. You need to stop throwing away the money you already make. So here's your homework. Pull up your bank statement. Go through the last 30 days. Add up every stupid purchase. I guarantee you'll find at least $500 you wasted. That's $6,000 a year. In 5 years, that's $30,000. The choice is yours. Keep living paycheck to paycheck while pretending you don't know why, or take control. Your broke self is watching. What are you going to do?